Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing. Topping our newscast, the issue of the raises for quite a handful of Governor Kenneth Mapp's cabinet nominees is not over yet. The governor recently addressed the issue, citing a discrepancy in the practices of hiring and assigning salaries for local and off-island candidates. News 2's April Knight has details.
At the Tuesday swearing-in ceremony on St. Croix, Governor Kenneth Mapp took the opportunity to raise other hot-button topics, including the 11 cabinet nominees currently held up at the Senate. A week ago, the 31st legislature had voted down 11 nominations, saying it's not prudent to give out raises to the nominees given the current fiscal crisis. Then Acting Governor Osbert Potter told the Senate they're capping cabinet salaries at $105,000. So Senate President Neville James said they'll reconsider. But on Tuesday, Governor Mapp brought up precedents, saying the territory has paid top money to mainland or off-island cabinet members in the past, as well as hundreds of thousands of dollars to heads of schools and hospitals.
We have a president that is our university. We're not arguing with him. 300,000+. We brought a gentleman into the healthcare system at Juan Louis Hospital, 400,000. Why do the people outside the Virgin Islands have value and we give them everything that they demand, but we have a lack of ability to care for ourselves and give value to ourselves?
Senator James's response was swift.
While he has attempted to make this an outsider versus a local, his statements do not apply. The issue is the governor told the people of the Virgin Islands that we were teetering on the brink of financial collapse. Teetering on the brink of financial collapse and giving raises are not in agreement.
The Senate has scheduled a possible reconsideration of the nominees on Thursday, but according to Senator James, there are no guarantees. Reporting for News 2, I'm April Knight.
According to Senator James, if no senator votes to reconsider the nominees Thursday, he would have to adjourn and the governor would have to resubmit the nominations. Retired Judge James Carroll III has been tapped by Governor Mapp as the new acting Attorney General. Carroll will replace Terry Griffiths, who's held the post for 5 months. According to Mapp, Carroll, known for organizing the annual Walk Against Violence, brings a wealth of experience from his years in private practice as a public defender and as a federal U.S. attorney, in addition to his years as a judge. The governor will be meeting with Griffiths to discuss her continued role in the administration. Meanwhile, on St. Thomas, 2 other nominees were officially sworn into office in a Wednesday ceremony at Government House. Veteran educator Dr. Sharon McCollum, most recently principal of Van Yorken High School, is now the new education commissioner, while Lawrence Olive is now the head of the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. Here's more.
During my first short months, 5 months, as the commissioner designee, I began what I termed foundation building that will lead this territory forward in having a first-class educational system.
Once I got in there and the staff realized that, yes, I was now the director designee that the governor has picked, everybody had a smile on their face. It was like taking a load off the shoulders.
Well, following a 3-day jury trial, Chief District Court Judge Wilma Lewis on May 22nd sentenced Gregory George, 37 years of age, to 34 months and ordered George to serve the sentence consecutively to the sentence he was serving at the time he committed the offense. According to court, on June 14, 2013, while an inmate at the Golden Grove Adult Correctional Facility on St. Croix, George possessed a cell phone and a homemade knife or shank inside his cell. BOC officers found both items during a search of the facility. In other news, the Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority announces an emergency water service interruption for a portion of the St. Thomas East End. That's from 8 a.m. on Thursday, May 28th to 9 a.m. Friday, May 29th, customers from the Fort Milner Shopping Plaza to Thomasville, including the Bavoni housing community, will experience water service interruption while Island Roads Corporation relocates a 12-inch water main for the Brookman Road Rehabilitation Project. The 12-inch main relocation will provide enough space for the installation of a storm water main, which will help to channel water from the surface of the roadway to the existing Nada Gut. Well, there will be food, celebrity chefs, competition, and a whole lot of flavor. Banco Popular's Ultimate Flavors of the Islands event is coming up this Friday. The event usually draws in those who want to experience the ultimate culinary experience.
I'm pleased to invite you to the Ultimate Flavors of the Islands, our 4th edition, sponsored by Banco Popular, May 29th at 7 p.m. at the Marriott Frenchman's Reef Resort. This is a culinary event sponsored by the bank to highlight our culinary arts, particularly our culinary arts students in the Virgin Islands. And we have 3 segments: our student mentoring with our celebrity chefs. We'll also be featuring a demo kitchen with our visiting chefs, where the audience will get to see them cook live. And we will also feature our local restaurants and retailers, their products and menu samplings from their menus. There is a junior chef competition that will be highlighted on Friday afternoon between St. Croix, students from St. Croix, St. Thomas, and Tortola BVI competing for the Junior Ultimate Chef. And they will have a mystery basket provided by the Department of Agriculture to create an appetizer within 30 minutes. Each team will be given a cash prize as well as some other prizes that are provided by our sponsors. These are high school students and some students that have finished high school and are in a continuing education program. So one of the opportunities we're most proud of is last year we were able to provide internships for 2 students to attend the University in Puerto Rico Culinary Arts program. And this year we're hopeful we'll be able to offer that opportunity again. The students raved about the experience they had, and so close to home, there is the opportunity to continue their education.
Be sure to check it out, the wonderful annual event supporting our local culinary students. We'll turn our attention overseas. A spike in violence has many Baltimore residents on edge and city leaders scrambling for answers. This May has become the city's deadliest month since 1999. Craig Boswell reports.
Balloons and cards mark the spot where one of Baltimore's latest homicide victims was shot. Already this month, at least 35 people have been killed.
Yeah, it's a big concern.
Tension is high across the city.
You don't have the proper police patrol. You don't have the city involvement.
Police released a video of a person of interest in a deadly weekend shooting, looking for leads. But building trust with the community is a stumbling block.
We've never seen anything like this.
Baltimore City Councilman Pete Welch.
When you have a spike of the magnitude of what we're having right now, their resources do get stretched.
The police budget is on the City Council's agenda Wednesday evening, and while Baltimore is looking for dollars, there are other big gaps to fill. Since the death of Freddie Gray and the arrests of 6 officers, key members of the mayor's criminal justice team have left their jobs. Now it's up to the council to find replacements, while Baltimore braces for a long, hot summer.
They need to fix it.
In one of the city's toughest neighborhoods, Swanzetta Gardner says the city will need to tackle homelessness and blight to make a better future for her children. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Baltimore.
And keeping our eye on the economy, here's the New York Stock Exchange with our stock market watch. As we can see, everything up. The Dow 121, NASDAQ 73, S&P 500 19. Coming up on News 2, Elena Christian Junior High School grounds was the setting for 2 days of cultural activities designed to captivate students' interest and to lure them to embrace some of the Virgin Islands traditions, especially in games and cuisine. Well, 14 new graduates walked the stage over the weekend at the 2015 VI Montessori School and Peter Gruber International Academy graduation ceremonies. The 14 students were accepted to more than 50 universities across the nation, according to the school. Valedictorian Janisha Stapleton will be studying biology in Bryn Mawr College in Pennsylvania. Salutatorian Noah Stoltz will head to New York to study computer science at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. The students have earned among themselves a total of about $5.8 million in scholarships. Congratulations to the new graduates. Also, congrats going out to Carol Gerard and Sine Hewitt, 7th graders at the St. Mary's Catholic School who were accepted into the prestigious 6-week physician scientist training program on the campus of Southern Methodist University in Dallas, Texas for the summer. This very competitive program aims to increase the number of minorities pursuing careers in science and medicine. Students are selected based on their aptitude in mathematics and science and their interest in the field of medicine. Students must sit through an interview prior to being accepted into the program and are eligible for the program for 3 years, providing that they maintain outstanding grades and exhibit exemplary conduct. The National Science Foundation has awarded 2 UVI alumni graduates research fellowships to complete advanced degrees in marine biology and chemistry. Stephen Bitterwolf and Marisha Perkins are among 2,000 individuals that have been selected from the 16,500 applicants in 2015. Awardees represent a diverse group of scientific disciplines and come from all states as well as the District of Columbia and Commonwealth and territories of the United States. The program awards 3 years of annual support, $34,000 annual stipend, and $12,000 cost of education allowance. Bitterwolf is studying marine biology at California State University at Monterey Bay, and Perkins is pursuing a doctoral degree in chemistry from Duke University. Well, as we continue to recognize Tourism Awareness Month with one more event, a cultural extravaganza this Saturday on St. Thomas at Tutu Park Mall, Elena Christian Junior High School students also did their own celebration. On the school grounds, it was the setting for 2 days of cultural activities designed to captivate students' interest and to lure them to embrace some of Virgin Islands tradition, especially in games and cuisine. The school hosted its first annual cultural extravaganza on Thursday, May 14 and Friday, May 15. Several workshops were conducted by the cultural bearers to help give students a better understanding of the cultural foundation of the Virgin Islands. Workshop presenters included Clint Ferris on making homemade ice cream, and Asta Williams of the Masqueraders of Frederiksted, who taught students the art of mask making. Stanley Jacobs of the fabulous 10 Sleepless Nights with his Quail Bay Orchestra got students started into some of the popular quadrille dances. Great jobs by the students. And speaking of culture, on Monday, 25 to 30 residents went on a historical tour and had the opportunity to be treated as tourists for the day. Places such as Cardao, Dazzlers, House of Raja, Mountain Top, and Secret Harbor, as well as Paradise Point, all offered special gifts and prizes. Paradise Covenant Ministries organized the event after Pastor Weeks learned that many of the church members never had the opportunity to experience what our tourists come here to experience. They did a walk-in tour as well as stops at historic spots such as Drake's Seat, 99 Steps, and much, much more. Well, the sun was shining brightly at the beach at Fredericksted's Rhythm at Rainbow. It was filled to near capacity for the Reef Jam, now in its 8th year. The annual event featured plenty of live music as well as exhibits and information about protecting and saving our coral reefs. The popular reef rap contest was won by students from the educational complex, the Gladiators of the Hidden City.
We had such a great turnout, such wonderful support. Reef Rap was amazing. Watching those kids up there was fantastic. Could not ask for anything better. It's been a great success today, and we certainly appreciate everyone who came out and supported Reef Jam.
And congrats to all the winners. Now, June 8th is World Oceans Day, so mark this on your calendar. You can do your part by joining Coral World, Coki Beach Dive, Smith Bay Community Action Foundation, Blue Flag, USVI, and Margaritaville Vacation Club for Water Bay and Coki Point cleanup. That's on Sunday, June 8th. That's from 9 a.m. to noon. Well, there are in-water dive and snorkel and on-land cleanup crews. Participants will receive a free day pass to Coral World. They say up to 80% of marine debris comes from land-based sources. The ocean and all of its natural wonders need your help. Be sure to stick around. Your News 2 AccuWeather forecast comes your way next.